love me, yeah, they love me. First love yourself. For that, and God we trust me. I don't trust myself. Your jewelry, I get it took. No show.
Welcome back to It Is What It Is. This episode is sponsored by Underdog Fantasy. The app is an easy way to make some cash just by making picks on your favorite players. Underdog is available in more than 30 states, including California, Florida, Texas, and New York, just to name a few. Make sure to support the show by hitting the link in the bio and downloading the Underdog Fantasy app. They will also match your first deposit up to $100, and you get a special pick when you sign up. Of course, I'm Treasure Wilson, aka Stat Baby, along with your host, Mase Cam.
What's up, man?
Killer, what's
How
good?
you doing, man? You said you was gonna be on Zoom. I know he's gonna make it, so I dressed how I wanted to dress today. If I knew you was gonna make it, I would have my suit and tie on, man.
Yeah.
Thought you was on the Zoom part. My casual Friday on a Monday morning, man. What's going down?
I know y'all want to talk to me about Titletown. Where OJ at?
OJ waiting on you.
There he is.
Yeah, I am.
How are you?
Oh,
One
what's
of my
good?
favorite, stuff. Yeah. You look good, man. You look today, man.
All right. Well,
I ain't taking my Bills cap off until midnight.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm one happy camper today, buddy. Yeah, that was quite a game. Now, that was quite a game. Are we talking about that game? Let me tell you.
Yeah, let's get right into it, OJ. Okay, so the Buffalo Bills defeat the Chiefs 20-17. Patrick Mahomes was pretty upset at the refs after an offensive offside call on Kadarius Toney that resulted in a touchdown. In response, he slammed his helmet on a bench and had a tantrum with the refs. So what are your thoughts on Patrick Mahomes and the Bills win?
Well, on Patrick, you never see Patrick act like that. But I think when he gets inside and look at the video, the guy lined up offsides. He lined up, Matter of fact, they were right on whatever yard line that was, and it was clear that the guy was offsides. That was uncharacteristic of Patrick because it's hard for me to think he could get that mad over a play that he couldn't have seen. He literally could not have seen if the guy was offside or not. What he could see sometimes, but if they don't call a pass interference or something, he could see that clearly. So I can see him losing his temper on that. But I think most players, when they're not playing their best, that kind of eats you a little bit. And I saw Patrick underthrow more passes than I ever seen him underthrow in that game. So I don't think Patrick was really happy about his personal performance. And I think that kind of led to the edge that led to the yelling at the end of the game.
OJ, I think, how you doing, first of all?
All is kind of well.
All is kind of well?
Yeah, I'm not playing golf lately. So if I'm not playing golf, I'm not totally happy. But I'll be playing golf this week.
Yeah, I think when I look at the Chiefs game, it's almost like God calling your miracle back. That they went through so much to get that point. It was like when the flag came out, I was like, they cannot take this point away because it was just everything went right for them to get that score. So I could see why he threw his helmet.
Yeah, well, I agree with you. When it happened, I said, oh, my God. I was happy as hell, obviously, being a Bills fan. Expecting Patrick to find a way to pull it out. I really thought he would. But I'm telling you, when you look at the replay and you look at him line up, it's apparent. I mean, it's clear that the guy lined up, on the line and was offsides.
Yeah, he was clearly offside. I mean, but as a watcher of the game, just parishioner, when I was looking at it, we can't tell that until actually they call it back and do the replay. But I thought about a lot. I thought about Kelsey and how he played, and it's like if you're gonna bring Taylor Swift in, you gotta play a little bit better than that. We thinking different in Titletown right now. He didn't have a touchdown, and we're just expecting more. Pause. We expected more from him.
Yeah, I agree. But I think the problem for Patrick is the same problem for Kelsey, is those other receivers aren't consistent in what they do. That's one of the reasons he appeared to be missing guys badly at times.
Yeah.
Because he expect them to go right and they go left, or he expect them to sit down in the hole or they keep moving. So you see a lot of those passes he threw, other than the ones that were short. And I saw an unusual amount of short passes by Patrick Mahomes, but both of them are suffering from this constant changeover of receiver, and a lot of these guys are just not, on the same page as Patrick is on.
Well, this goes actually back to last week when we was talking about Tyreek Hill and him saying that that Pat Mahomes spent more time with Kelsey and he felt like he was outside the relationship. So is this a time that we need to spend more time with the other receivers and not just Kelsey and Mahomes?
Well, I don't know how much time they spend with each other, but they're not on the same page. These others, and it's been detrimental to the success of the team at this point. Because for them to play the Bills that tough, because nothing's wrong with the Bills' offense normally, but they shut them down. Like at the end of the second quarter and most of the third quarter, they actually shut the Bills down. And that's what surprised me. The Bills came out, scored early, a couple of touchdowns, and I honestly thought that would continue. But for probably a quarter and a half, they were totally shut down.
Well, as the originator of granddaddy issues, if you got a young lady spending time with you and y'all ain't on the same page, is that because y'all haven't spent enough time together?
Well, I guarantee you, if I was in his shoes, I know the girls wear very nice negligee and stuff, and she's worth billions. Hey, forget the rest of those guys. I don't care what
They pull
I know
negligee out.
she's real pretty going to
He
bed.
said negligee, did he? Negligee, is that's what they call it?
Negligee.
Do you know what negligee is, Stat? It's lingerie in old school lingo. old school
lingo
Riz.
is crazy.
You don't know what a negligee is?
Now I do.
What about a slip?
Would never.
A slip.
I have a feeling I know what that is. But like,
Whenever got slip, you go like this. An old lady do this. That's what old ladies like.
That's
When you
what I
got a
was
slip,
Yeah.
so I want to ask.
No, Stat. No,
Oh.
I'll let them talk. I've
Yeah.
been chilling. I've been chilling. I ain't have nothing to say. Are y'all done? Y'all having a good time? Have y'all two been having fun?
Yeah.
I love it. Oh, your hat is cute.
Yeah.
Very cute hat. Very festive back there. Merry Christmas, happy holidays to you. This has been a great
Thank
weekend for me. Murders 2 weeks in the Lord's title town last week. Like, this is beautiful for me. We're gonna get to Bo Nix not winning the Heisman in a little while. We're gonna get to Oregon we already talked about Oregon losing. We seen Georgia lose. Now the Chiefs have lost again. OJ, you feeling good, but at the same time, y'all may not even make the playoffs. This is beautiful. I let y'all two have y'all little camaraderie with each other so y'all can feel good. Look, Patrick Mahomes is frustrated because he's not used to losing this much this early in the season.
Mm-hmm.
For his whole career, he's been winning. And the championship really, the AFC championships really been going through him and the Kansas City Chiefs the last, 3, 4, maybe 5 years since he's been quarterbacking. Right now, the Ravens are at the top of the AFC, and even if so, and most likely not if, but I'm if I had to bet on it, of course Kansas City's going to the playoffs, but it won't be through Arrowhead. It's going to be through somewhere else, and Patrick Mahomes,
through Miami or somewhere,
Miami or Baltimore, and Patrick Mahomes.
That's gonna hurt.
yeah, he's not used to this. He doesn't understand it. He can't fathom it. He's like, what is this about? When you're used to winning this much and you lose 5 games already in 13 games or 12, 13 games they played already, he doesn't even know what this is really about.
Yeah.
So he's frustrated. He's throwing his helmet. He's mad at calls. It's part of the game. You know, when you're a winner as much as he is, he doesn't really understand it. And I loved it, not because of Patrick Mahomes, because I wanted to see what y'all two was going to talk about. And it was a bunch of bullshit. Y'all two, you know, OJ talking about, yeah, but you know, daddy issues. And OJ, you better hope y'all make the playoffs. Because I tell you right now, listen.
They're 11th.
Yeah, y'all got the same record as the Cincinnati Bengals, and y'all don't even got an excuse. What's y'all excuse?
Yeah,
y'all
but we had to win that game to have any chance
look,
to get to the playoffs.
Look, here you go.
We had to win that game.
OJ, where your blueberry juice, man? Where your blueberry juice?
Excuse me, man. So, hey, man, this makes me happy, man. I know that Buffalo won, but this is no guarantee for them to be in the playoffs. And I just want to hear what Mase had to say about Titletown this week, because Titletown for Mase the last couple of weeks has not been looking good, man. So I just want to hear, you know.
It ain't for now, though.
No, listen.
It's for the end of the season.
You're absolutely right. But
Titletown don't start to January.
I know, but we on 5 days a week, so I get to talk about it on a Monday morning. So listen, I would love to see OJ. Let me ask you this, real quick before we move on. What do you think the chances are right now of the Buffalo Bills making the playoffs?
I would say 50-50. I think they still have to play Miami again. Miami is a tough go. I don't know their whole schedule. I know they got Dallas. The way Dallas looked tonight, they got Dallas in either maybe next week, I believe, or week after. But that's a tough one for them. So between those two teams, I don't think anybody right now that's sitting at 8-6 or whatever it is. I don't think any of them could afford to lose 2 games and make the playoffs. And the Bills got those 2 very tough games. And what we've seen this year is you don't have to be one of those teams to beat the Bills. I mean, the Jets beat them. And I believe the Jets are going to play them again. So like this game, these games are do or die for the Buffalo Bills, and they're still alive. That's why I'm wearing this hat, and that's why I'm so happy.
All right, that's what's up, man.
Yeah, that's great to hear. And speaking of the Jets crushed the Texans 30-6, but both teams didn't score any points in the first half. In fourth quarter, CJ Stroud had a head injury and had to leave in protocol. So thoughts on CJ Stroud's injury and then the Jets win in general? OJ first.
Well, he has been the guy. He's the guy that lights the fire under that team. And today he had a tough road to hoe, and getting hurt. They certainly can't afford him to be out any length of time. These head injuries are so different than when I played. And when I played, if you staggered off the field, a trainer comes over and he would ask you what your name is. And you'd say, OJ. He's good to go, coach. He said, coach, he's all right. He could go.
Yeah.
Now you have to go through all of these, treatment during the week. And we're not going to know until probably Wednesday or Thursday if he's going to be able to play anymore. I thought they had a nice outside chance to make the playoffs, but if they can just end up with a winning record, that's a heck of an accomplishment for that team. But I don't think they can do that without him.
Yeah, I think that game was cool too, but it looked like Zach Wilson at one time tried to do too much when they ripped his pockets. And then I was thinking about when the young boy got sacked and he hit his head paws on the turf. How long does it take for them to really bounce back? I know you said we'll know within a week, but for those that do not know, how long could a person stay out with one concussion?
Well, we've seen players miss the next week because they weren't okayed by the doctors and the so-called, I guess, the experts who test them during the week. So he can be. I mean, a guy as tough as he is to go down the way he went down, you would think it's pretty severe.
Yeah.
I can't say I'd be surprised if he doesn't play next week because I wouldn't be surprised because it's man, Stroud is a tough guy to hurt. And when guys like him get head injuries, they tend to be a little more severe than a lot of the other guys. So I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't play next week. But I was surprised this week that Sunshine, Lawrence, played for Jacksonville. I was shocked that he was able to play after that injury we saw last week. So you never know. You never know. The head is a lot different than the leg, than the ankle, obviously. So we got to wait to see what these experts say during the week.
Look, hopefully he could come back because
Yeah.
that division is really tight. Pause. It's three teams. It's a game. The Colts, the Texans, and the Jaguars are all a game away out of each other. Of course, Jacksonville is leading the division, but the Colts are one game behind, and so are the Texans. So each week, every game matters until the season's over, with implications getting to the playoffs. Hopefully, he could come back, and we'll see what happens. But without Stroud being in the lineup, it doesn't look good for them making the playoffs. As far as the Jets are concerned, we already know the Jets have a great defense. We've been going this for 2 years. It's about their offense. Of course, everybody tomorrow is going to be like, oh, shit, Zach is hot. Zach, I told y'all Zach could do it. Oh, man, Zach's that nigga. Yo, we love Zach. The next week when he throws 17 interceptions and, and throws for a total of 13 yards, and I'm like, we got to put Zach on the bench. He's not the answer. They're standing third. Week to week with the Jets, it's always a quarterback issue. Their defense is solid, and we know that their defense is solid. But I'm not even really focused on the Jets on this game. It's more about the Texans and C.J. Stroud's injury with implications going into the playoffs.
So as of right now, we don't know about CJ Stroud's return, but just in the league, there's been a lot of quarterback injuries this season. I mean, there's Aaron Rodgers, Kirk Cousins, Joe Burrow, Deshaun Watson, Anthony Richardson, Trevor Lawrence did get hurt, but was able to come back and play. OJ, what are your thoughts on all the quarterback issues that are happening?
Um, yeah, I mean, I don't, they made all the rules to protect the quarterbacks. I can't imagine they can make any more rules to protect these quarterbacks. A lot of them are getting hurt not running; they're getting hurt in the pocket. Um, um, I just think when you got all these pass rushers, not 300 guys, but 150-pound guys, 145-pound guys, coming off the edge as fast as they're coming off the edge, with one thing in their mind, they're thinking about their paychecks, and all those defensive ends' paychecks is directly tied to the sacks that they get. So I just think it's the motivation of these defensive ends to get to the quarterback. I truly don't know what more you can do to help the quarterback.
That's a great point, OJ. I like that. I like what you said. You trying to stop me from eating. That's exactly what this is. You are trying to stop me from eating. And I can imagine, I mean, we talk about it, or they talk about it from time to time, bonuses, incentives, etc. But I can imagine, and I don't know, I have any insight on it, but the incentive to to get more sacks or deflections or whatever's in your contract, more money. So, like you said, you're sitting there stopping me from eating or stopping my family from eating or stopping me from getting whatever. That is a terrific point because everybody's contract as a defensive back on the defensive line probably has all type of incentives money-wise on sacks and deflections and hits and so on and so forth. Um, not just that, even like Trevor Lawrence, he got hurt from his own player. His own player hurt his ankle. So I don't know. It's better. You have more insight on that than us, but you made a great point. After Tom Brady, all them rules done changed. What else can you really do to protect the quarterback? Tom Brady made it really, really comfortable for a quarterback, man.
So
Agree.
okay. So now it's time to have a conversation about the Cowboys. They defeated the Eagles 33-16. Now there is a Dak MVP push. OJ, what do you think?
Chill out, that Dak
MVP promise
push.
you.
This is crazy.
Well,
now old Raiders say they back like the 85 Bears. Yeah,
No, I ain't
they
ready
like
to
the
say that.
85 Bears.
I ain't ready to say that.
They
I
back.
ain't ready to say that.
Dominant game.
I'll say that.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna say that after the Buffalo game. Now, CeeDee Lamb is a monster. Ain't no doubt about that. But Zach is putting up numbers, and they are winning. We're talking a lot about they're beating losing teams. Well, they beat the winningest team this week, and they beat them, severely. Now I got to see them go through. I guess it's the Bills next week, and I don't know if they play Miami later on, but if they continue to look that way, hey, they're looking to anybody, man, except the 49ers. But they're looking as good as all the rest of the teams.
Why
I mean, they kind of
why do y'all keep
they
leaving
severely
why do y'all keep
beat these
leaving
guys.
why do y'all keep leaving the Lions out of this, man?
Yeah, why you keep
Why you
leaving
keep
Detroit?
doing? Yeah, like you just brushed Detroit off
you
so
leave
hard.
Detroit out because they only like 3 decades away.
Yeah, well, you can put a bet in to our betting site here that they don't do. they don't do. I'm glad for the Lions. Yeah, I'm glad that the Lions fans are enjoying these games, but once we get to the playoffs, I'm assuming they're going to make the playoffs. Once we get to the playoffs, I don't expect them to be around.
They make the playoffs in what, like 10 years? And they haven't
It's been
won.
a while.
Huh? Almost 10. And they ain't win a game in the playoffs in what, like 30 years? Huh? Yeah, I knew that.
I think if that's right, it's going to be 31.
Yeah.
This year.
And today they could have did something about that and the way they played. I was thinking this must be a jinx that they got on them because today they could have really put themselves in a better position.
Whatever, they down with the Knicks. Everybody else,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like, I'm just saying that at least they playing, they looking good. Oh, niggas is, when it comes to the NFC, niggas is not even mentioning them as a threat. Like OJ just said, yeah, all right, man. Well, listen, this is what I have to say about this. As much as you brush the Lions under the rug in the playoffs, why don't you brush the 49ers under the rug in the playoffs like that? I mean, pardon me, not the 49ers, the Cowboys under the playoffs like that, because it isn't like they be making it to the second round either in the playoffs. So why don't
point?
Yeah, the same way that you be like, well, we'll see when the playoffs come. Why don't you say that about the Cowboys? It's the same scenario. Maybe they win a little bit more often and not a lot. They may have won 4 times this century, maybe 5 if I'm being generous saying 5. Because I don't know off the top of my head, but they don't win in the playoffs either. So why the same way you don't treat the Lions the same way you treat the Cowboys?
Well, you don't ask me about them in the playoffs. Well, we know Zach has not been at his best in the playoffs. And I don't think anybody that follows football thinks that he will be at his best unless you're a Cowboy when the playoffs come around. And now, one thing they might get the playoffs at home. That gives them a better chance. But their team, I mean, overall, their team is better than the previous teams that have gone to the playoffs. Of course, it was Zach that kind of didn't live up to it once he got to the playoffs. And I can't say I'm one of the people that think he won't again this year, but I don't think he will again.
Every year, yo. Every year, Cowboy. I'm not saying you're a Cowboy fan, but every year the Cowboys, oh, this team was better than last year's team that went to the playoffs. Yo, oh, no, this is the team this year that was better than every year. This is what
With a
Cowboy fans
minor
do.
adjustment.
Yeah, minor
With a
adjustment.
minor
Yeah,
adjustment.
yo, no, because what happens is, they switched it. Yo, every year Cowboy fans say the same thing. And I know you're not
this
a
the year
Cowboy
they're
fan,
gonna figure it out. I
Yeah.
think they done figured it out.
but they always a little better than the team that was for the. This has been going on for like 9 years. Every year they're just a little bit better. This is what I will say is that, look, 2 weeks in a row, Philly lost. That puts the Cowboys at the top of the division. And it puts your 49ers at the top of the conference right now for the NFC.
I'm loving my Niners. But let me
Oh
say
my
this.
goodness.
Let me hold it. Let me say this.
Oh, chill
Let me say
out.
this.
It's Niners.
The teams may have gotten better. That might be true. What didn't get better was Romo and Dak. Those two didn't get better when they got to the playoffs.
Okay.
Seems like when they got to the playoffs, both of those guys did not play their best football. And that's what cost them those playoff games.
Well, did you
So
see?
overall,
Did you see?
What?
McCaffrey was running like you today. That when I saw him running, it looked like a old OJ Simpson clip.
well, McCaffrey, I told you that's a bad white boy. He really is. I watched Hugh McElhaney in 59 and 60, and I kind of tried to emulate him until I saw Gale Sayers. But he was when I was a very young kid playing football at 10 or 11. That was the guy that I was looking at, and when I look at McCaffrey, I mean he's when it comes to just playing every aspect of the business of the position. I saw him. I don't think he missed a block, but there's a block that he got. What's the name? Got back. The guy kind of got by him, but the guy really had a good rush. But he blocks, he catches the ball, he runs. But today, I don't want to talk about McCaffrey. I want to talk about my boy, Debo. Give me some Debo.
Okay,
Debo is
Wow.
all of these.
Yo, give me some Debo is crazy.
But the part is dangerous, man. Come on.
Whoa.
Debo is dangerous. I mean, next
OJ.
to Tariq Hill, he's the scariest
OJ.
guy out there.
So I want to give you the opportunity to talk about Debo and Ayuk. So the Seahawks lost to the 49ers 28-16. How do you feel about the 49ers currently? And you can talk about your players and what you're liking right now.
Well, I didn't say Debo because I mean Ayuk because I wanted Mase in the conversation. Oh man,
boy.
I mean that was a tough game for him because Pete Carroll plays them tough. They play twice a year and they always have good, tough games. But why they're the best team in football is because they have no weaknesses. And they have, look, Debo caught 2 passes today and had a reverse run, that one run. Only Tariq Hill could have gotten the end zone. He just ran away from those guys there. He was cruising on that long 51-yard touchdown pass, the guy. You can have good players and play well, but to be a real championship team, you got to have some players that are above and beyond just good, that you can throw them a 5-yard pass and they can go 60 yards. 49ers have that in the backfield. They have that with their wide receivers. They have that with their tight end. They can run the ball on you if that's what it has to be. They can throw the ball. And they could score from anywhere on the field with multiple players. And their defense, come on, man. Them 2 defensive ends, it's unbelievable. So I got to say, nobody wants to play them. Look what they've done to everybody. Today, they only put 28 points on Seattle, but Seattle's been playing pretty good football. They were in the running to get in the playoffs. And, it'd be pretty hard for them to do that now. Go Niners.
Yeah, I mean, look, the Niners is looking, them niggas looking incredible. When everybody plays, they're fucking incredible. And I give them a lot of credit because in division games are always tough because people want to win the division, of course. You said it all, bro. I really have nothing bad to say about the Niners when everybody's playing. You got Christian McCaffrey, 145 yards rushing, Debo, 149. Brock Purdy threw one interception, but shit, 368 yards. Amazing. Fucking, we got to stop. Whoever says Brock Purdy is a game manager got to chill. That nigga's an official NFL quarterback. And if we talking about all this Dak MVP push and all this other shit,
Yeah.
then we definitely need
I
to have.
think it was OJ who said he was a game man.
Oh, OJ called his own nigga a game manager. What'd you say?
Oh, stop. I said with that group, I said he wasn't elite.
Yeah.
I don't think he's elite yet. But with that group of starters out there, nobody is better than him to run a group of players like that.
Well, I think he's becoming elite. Oh, he got 368
O was
yards.
saying the nigga was a game manager.
Yeah.
Now he's switching up.
Yeah.
Oh, where your blueberry juice at? Oh,
Well, let me ask you this. Oh, who would you rather have?
I'm at his house and he didn't have it in his fridge, so I missed my blueberry. It's good for the mind. It's good for the heart. Blueberry is it. Look it up on your Google.
Well, listen, man, I wish I had something to really talk about with this game, but y'all are looking great. Y'all don't only lead the division, y'all lead the conference. Y'all haven't lost when everybody's playing on the team. Let's see if y'all could get this done because I think it was maybe about 6-7 years ago when y'all had Garoppolo and then y'all was in the Super Bowl, y'all was right there and fucked that right on up. Let's see if y'all blow this privilege again this year. Let's see what happens, man. But they're looking good now.
Well, we know that had more to do with Garoppolo missing that boy Samuels.
You're right about that.
That could have been the game. Yeah. And that's what I'm saying about Dak. And then the team didn't lose those games. Basically, it was, Romo in his day and Dak in his day.
We're going to go to break, and when we return, we will talk about the Raiders versus the Vikings. Don't go anywhere.
She called this thing about toxic. 4 years and counting. Got you feeling like an option. Maybe I'm my own problem, babe. She tired of hearing I don't know. What's stubborn in me won't fall. Dealing with this thing called trust. But she really thinking about it. Wanna be free. Why am I here this woman wanna be free? Hell, I don't wanna see her walk away. I wish somebody told me the rules. Disagreements let her win, and it's cool. Even when I'm right, this ain't about you.
Welcome back. So let's get into our Underdog Fantasy picks of the day. Tonight, the Bulls will play the Bucks. Underdog Fantasy has DeMar DeRozan at 25.5 points. Do you have him higher or lower, Mase?
lower.
Lower.
Giannis is at 32.5
Lower
points.
on all these motherfuckers. Niggas ain't winning the playoffs. Bulls don't know what the fuck they want to fucking do. The Bulls don't know what the fuck they trading. Go ahead, Stat. Go ahead.
Yeah, that was crazy, Killer. But that was crazy.
Go ahead. What I said, I was so mad.
You said lower on all them niggas.
That was wild. That was fucking out of bounds, yo. God damn. That was. Yeah.
I ain't even making nothing over it,
I can't even argue with you about this shit. But if this is how we start the week off, I thought you understood it, nigga. But
I'm just pulling your coat on it.
You're absolutely right. Good. Good.
Yeah.
Good.
It wasn't a shot at you.
Nah, it was, because you know what? I'm mad at myself for saying it. Because you know what? That's how upset I was. I didn't even realize what the fuck I said, but I'm glad you pulled my coattail on it. And I'm glad.
On all them niggas, you said.
I was aggressive. You got that. Say no more. You got it.
Yeah.
My bad, Snap. You know what? I should have just. Go
Okay,
ahead.
so what you had to say. Giannis, 32.5 points. Lower.
Yeah.
Mace.
Not on all them niggas.
Oh, okay.
Go to the next
And
one.
Damian
Pause.
Lillard is at 7.5 assists. Do you have him higher or lower?
Man. Pause lower.
No.
Make sure to download the Underdog Fantasy app and you can make your picks too. We are joined back with our football analyst, OJ. So we talked about a low-scoring game earlier. There was one that really hit the bottom of the barrel. The Vikings beat the Raiders 3-0. This is the lowest scoring NFL game since 2007. OJ, what are your thoughts on this?
Well, first, I'm going to have to educate you guys on something else that we talked about earlier.
Oh, shit.
And I'm surprised. I am surprised, Treasure, you didn't know this. Negligee
Oh, shit.
is a part of lingerie. It's French, and it's
Oh.
the sexiest form of lingerie because it's see-through.
Oh.
Granddaddy issues. I like that.
Yo.
I
First
like
of all,
that.
first of all, that nigga said, what he trying to say is get your lingo up, get your,
Yeah, my fault.
get your bilingual.
Yeah.
First of all,
start dogging me.
yeah,
Or you start dogging me.
yeah.
Yo, but go ahead.
You know why I fuck with him? Because I was like, don't try to act like negligee is emotion. That's French, nigga. Have you ever been to France? That's why I was trying
You're
to.
right.
I was one of them niggas like, have you ever been to France?
Oh, so lingerie is not see-through?
Not all lingerie. It's like boots. I mean, it's like shoes. You got sandals, you got boots, you got all kind of shit. Lingerie is the overall name of it. You get the specific.
Yeah, nigga.
And you know the
Talk
French.
that talk,
Yeah,
oh.
yeah. Stop fronting on my uncle.
You ain't
Stop-
on jet lag time
Stop-
today. Oh, go
nigga,
crazy,
nigga,
oh, pause.
Don't stop fronting on my
Yeah,
uncle,
yeah.
nigga.
Go crazy,
like he
oh.
don't know what's going on. Like, first of all, you talking broad. Now he's trying to get specific, man.
Okay, oh.
Yeah, and he disappointed in his stat about this shit, to be
Right,
honest.
he said,
Yeah.
let me educate you.
Yeah.
You got it. My fault.
Ever front on my uncle,
Yeah,
nigga.
don't ever
front on my
try
mother.
that.
Yeah.
All right. The Raiders suck. Come on. I mean, they suck. They tied the lowest score, I think, in the history of football today. They suck. And it's sad. And 3-0. Now, I told you I played a game once in Buffalo against the Jets when Joe Namath was at the top of his game. And the first pass completed in that game, it was rain and wind, was after the 2-minute warning of the game. Joe threw a ball to, I think, was Sauer, a little hitch pass. That was the first pass that was completed. But I think the final score of that game was maybe 6-0. But 3-0, I think that's the lowest score ever registered in the National Football. And the Raiders just suck. It's that simple.
Oh, my God.
And I live here in Vegas. I'm gonna get a lot of heat from that, walking the
God,
streets.
God,
But it's true.
Uncle, as soon as I got your back, Uncle,
Your
you go.
uncle, right there.
He goes right back to this. This is the shit I'm talking about with Uncle O, man.
That's your grand uncle right there, Stat.
The problem, you know what's crazy, Murder? Oh, I don't think O drinking enough blueberry juice.
Yeah,
You
that's
might
what
gotta
I
send
said.
no. Oh, because it was just 3 weeks ago. The Raiders looking good. They got that new coach, Antonio Pierce, man, and it's looking like they're gonna beat something. You know, they got rid of the coach, and now, you know, the last 3 games they've been looking really good, and I think it's gonna be a push for the Raiders. O tried to throw us off with the negligee and then jump back in and say the Raiders suck, like he didn't say that they was on the rise because they got Antonio Pierce, the new coach. And this was 3 weeks ago. You go from the Raiders
you in
is
the
on the
internet
rise.
era. In the internet era, people are closing. They keeping your stats. So
I don't
the
think I
things
do
you
that.
say.
I remember.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
just telling you.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you, you saw the Raiders. They won a couple of games. They played better. Then you saw them score nothing against, well, teams got a pretty decent defense. But I'm sorry. The team that can't score a touchdown in this league today, especially when they ain't going against a Super Bowl opponent.
Yeah. You
opponent.
don't ever not score anything. Oh, pause. You never not score.
That's what I said.
These are professionals.
So, basically you're saying, fuck what I said 3 weeks ago. They suck. That's what you're saying.
Well, I'm saying today, as I say, things are fluid. Today they suck.
Yo. With friends like these.
Yeah, who needs enemies?
Okay. And an overtime win, the Ravens beat the Rams 37-31. So how are we feeling about the Ravens right now? OJ first.
Well, the Ravens are, I think most of the season, most of the prognosticators had them winning the American League. I think they still could win the American League. And by winning this game, they got a shot still to have home field advantage. And it's hard for me to see any of the American League teams, even Miami, depends what the weather is that day, going into Baltimore and beating the Ravens. That was a great game today. I thought for the last 2 weeks, I was shocked that the Rams all of a sudden was playing good football again.
Yeah.
And today, Matthews played very good football, but to score 30 points against the Ravens is an accomplishment in itself. So they still got maybe the best defense in the AFC, and they got Lamar. So I think they're right now the best team in the AFC.
Hey, are you ready to give the young boy Zay Flowers his flowers?
Oh yeah, the boy is. I mean, I didn't know much about him when the season started, and I admit I had a chance to draft him when I was drafting my receivers. Knowing what I know now, I would have drafted him.
You didn't draft him, Mo?
No, I mean my first receiver pick was Debo. Because I love Debo. Yeah. So Debo was my first receiver pick. And by the time it came back around, Flowers was gone.
I like
which is good, a rookie, but the boy's got skills and he got a guy that loves throwing him the ball. So it's a credit to him. He'll be on the all rookie team, no doubt about it.
I really like Baltimore because they're figuring ways out how to win close games, blowouts. They've been through every that's what we was talking about the Eagles throughout the season. They've been winning close games all year, and now they're having a couple bad weeks because they're not trying to they haven't figured out how to come back when they're down. What I will say is this: I think the AFC this year. Sorry to hurt you, with Buffalo and Murder over here with Titletown. But it's Miami and Baltimore's to lose in the AFC. This is my pick for this year. So I felt
Miami and Baltimore.
I mean, I'm not saying I don't know which one, but I think those are the creme de la creme of the AFC this year.
You
I agree.
I could change like OJ.
I'm standing.
He's fluid.
Yeah.
These young niggas gonna kill you.
For real. Mase, I'm standing on his shoulders with that. I agree with him 100%.
You standing on Cam's shoulders?
Yeah. That's
That's
Yeah, with
crazy.
that, Baltimore, Miami, man.
That's crazy.
It's theirs to lose.
I'm gonna talk to Maurice Claret about that T-shirt right there. Oh, standing on Cam's shoulders.
Yeah, because listen, I mean, I think it's theirs to lose. I think those are the standout teams in the AFC this year. I know you're emotionally involved with Kansas City, but if Miami wins next year, you'll be a Dolphin. We already know how you rock.
From Florida.
Yeah, see, I already knew you'd figure a way out. we already know that for a fact. But you know, where we at? Week 12?
We just got to get Tay-Tay to do something different. Tay-Tay need another What Would Jesus Do bracelet or something.
So
we got to get another What Would Jesus Do bracelet.
But yeah, in week 13, that's who I'm picking for the creme de la
I'm gonna tell
creme.
you this: what's going to really dictate which one of them do it is who has home. You're gonna either play in snow in Baltimore, or you're gonna play in 85, 90 degree weather in Miami, and that's going to make a difference for both of those teams, especially Miami.
Miami, I don't think Miami will be able to play in the snow.
Well, that's what I'm saying, especially Miami. Bad weather will affect them way more than it will affect Baltimore.
And then quick football question before we even get into the Heisman conversation real quick. So the Broncos crushed the Chargers 24-7. Justin Herbert had a fractured right index finger. He could possibly be out for this season, waiting on results. Thoughts on Justin Herbert being out, and then the Broncos win?
Well, I'm going to say that Sean Payton has proven to people that coaching does matter, because he's got those guys playing some pretty good football. He's kind of salvaged Russell Wilson's career. But this San Diego coach got to go, man. This guy's got talent everywhere on that team, and they underperform no matter what. You know, if Herbert's there, if he's not there, they underperform. So I'm really surprised that that he hasn't been let go already. I mean, this team is loaded with talent, off on the defense and the offense, and they lose way too games than they.
You know what? Oh, you're absolutely right. Because I was thinking the same thing about the Atlanta Falcons, and in that same concept, like it's talent everywhere, but they never get it done. It's crazy. So that's an excellent point.
All right, well, look, man, we gave Sean Payton and Russell Wilson a hard time at the beginning of the season. What I will say is I won't be long, is that if they end up sneaking into the playoffs some type of way on the wild card, that'll be definitely amazing, because it wasn't looking good. It was looking shaky even in the preseason. And for them to make the turnaround that they made, if they sneak into playoffs, I'll be really proud. I would give a lot of credit after Sean Payton to Stat for dissing Russell Wilson and saying that he fell off. And
but he was cute.
Yeah, no, she was saying, you know, we were saying that Sierra had something doing. She's like, Russell, you know, I don't know if you, I don't know,
just not the play he used to be.
I don't know if you know, but Stat has our own show called Check Out the Stat that comes on Fridays at 3 p.m. And what me and Mase learned is that what she does, and even you from time to time, you might not notice, she sits here and doesn't say anything, and then goes on her show and talk about us on her show, talking about, well, I think they were totally wrong about what they said on everything they said this week. And this all our takes that we say on her show. So this is why she doesn't say a lot. We try and give her the alley-oop to say a lot of shit, and she just saves it all for her show to be like, well, Cam and Mase said, Sierra, but Russell Wilson, you're just not the player that you used to be, and your skills have diminished, and you're not good in the pocket, and you can't scramble anymore. And ever since then, I would like to say, I'm not totally sure, but I would like to say that say that Russell Wilson is 5-1 since Stat made that statement. So Sean Payton and Treasure Wilson for the resurgence of Russell Wilson.
Yeah, every time Stat mentions somebody's name, they start going crazy.
It's literally every single person that I mention. It happens every single time. You know what Drake said? They tell me I fell off. Ooh, I needed that. That's how they perform and react. And it is what it is.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow.
And then last question about the Heisman before we go to break. The winner of the Heisman Trophy is LSU quarterback Jaden Daniels. So congrats to Jaden. But did any of you guys see this happening?
Well, I'll go real
No.
quick.
Let Ola. Let Ola.
Go.
I'm a voter. I got it right.
Oh shit.
LOL. Let Ola.
Let
Let
Ola.
Let Ola. Let
I am a voter,
Ola.
and I got it
Oh
right.
my God.
I always
man.
get it right.
He's a voter. It's
This guy is so
crazy.
multi-talented.
Oh my
This guy
God.
is so
More
multi-talented.
blueberry
Oh,
juice.
oh.
He
Let
looks like a
Ola,
pencil.
yo.
That's
He
wild.
looks like a pencil, but when he's running, he's bouncing off guys still running. I mean, 6'4", you know, he ain't no small guy. If you look at his stats, his running and his passing stats, 40 touchdowns and 270 yards rushing in a game. This guy is great. I mean, he is great, and he gave one of the better speeches that I've heard at the Heisman. Intelligent guy, look like terrific parents. Yeah, this is my pick. We're not supposed to say it before, but he was my pick.
When was he your
And
pick?
he'll-
Because we was talking about Khalil Williams the whole fucking season. Oh, your man started losing them
No,
games.
Caleb was not
Caleb's, my bad.
at the thing. Caleb wasn't.
I know he
He was
wasn't
there,
there.
he
Oh,
was
we're
at
not
the-
talking about the Final Four. We're talking about at the very beginning of the season. Oh, it's gonna look like it's a two-time. See, you trying to talk about the finalists. Oh, we've been on here for about 12 weeks together, 13 weeks. And at the beginning of our relationship on the show, oh, 2 times for Williams. Oh, he looked crazy. He's looking good. Then what happened is week 3. Looking good. Oh, then they beat Dion. See, I was telling you, put the crown on your head, all this other crazy shit. Then they start going on.
right,
Then you
killer.
started saying, oh, I don't understand what's going on with their defense. Then the defense is terrible. Your UFC, they need to be firing this person, that person. Then he started going home crying with his dog and everything else. Well, it isn't his fault. Then we start talking about Penix. Then we start about Bo Nix. Now today is the first day ever, Marvin Harrison Jr. Yo, I've never heard you mention this guy from
He
LSU.
got it right. Well, I got it right.
We never
Well, I
talked
got
about
it right. I'm a voter.
At this time of the year, you look at the stats, you pay attention to it all, and you make your. I was with.
You never brought him
I was
up
with
on the
him for a
show.
while, but once I saw this.
Oh, you never brought him up on the show.
Not once.
Not once.
I don't think we talked about Heisman really on the show.
Oh my goodness. Yo.
That's crazy.
OJ Allen.
That's
I know
crazy.
I've never talked about
OJ
Bo Nix.
Allen right
my
there.
earpiece fell.
I
I can't
never
even
talked
hear
about
all right
Bo
now. Oh,
Nix.
so we never brought Heisman up ever.
Yeah.
Not on me. You did that with Maurice. You didn't do that with me.
You definitely said, because I remember I asked
he
earlier,
said
you were like,
Caleb Williams.
Caleb Williams is definitely like a front runner for the Heisman.
He was a front runner. Like he's a front runner to be the #1 pick in the draft.
And then
is.
after they
But
lost,
that's
you
true.
start talking about Penix. Come on, you talking
like
to the
Penix.
expert, You started talking about
I
Penix.
like Penix.
All right,
I
so
like
where did
Penix,
this
and,
guy come from,
Right.
Oh, where did this guy come from? That's all I'm asking. Where did he come from?
LSU, a big school. When they send you, you get all this information about you. You get all this information about their stats and what they did and how they did it and everything. There's no way you could look at these stats of all of these 3 guys and not say this guy's stats are more impressive. You can't do it.
Spinning like a figure skater right now.
Oh, this was Penix trophy to lose.
Whatever. I don't care who trophy it was. You never mentioned LSU quarterback ever, ever, not once.
Yeah, this is all they could. They got Nick Saban in the playoffs, and now LSU said, "Do something for me." That's all I see. Do something for us, since you're doing that for them niggas.
Different people for both of those things. I think they got it right as far as.
Oh my goodness! You think they got it right?
That's old bedtime.
Yeah, and Georgia could win the whole thing.
Jet lag, oh. Jet lag.
Just
Jet
I
lag,
think
oh.
they got
That's
it.
Well, thanks, OJ, for being here.
Uncle O, man, we love you, man. We appreciate you,
Uncle
man.
O. Be good, man.
We see you next week. You ain't come by the crib. I'm gonna call you later. We gonna figure it out. But thank you so
jet
much.
lag.
Thank you again.
Yeah. And I'm gonna tell you, Treasure, I'm 100% sure that Sierra and that girl that's with Jesus, I'm drawing a blank.
Okay.
With that Kansas City guy, with the
Taylor
Kansas
Swift.
City guy, the
Taylor Swift.
Taylor
woman of
Swift.
the year, Taylor. I'm 100% sure they wear negligee.
Oh, concussion protocol. Oh, concussion protocol. Yeah,
I gotta agree with OJ. I think they wear negligees too, man.
I'm so dead.
Concussion protocol.
No,
Well-
I gotta go with O with that.
Thanks, OJ, for being here. That's something I don't know, but we're going to go to break. And when we return, we will talk in-season tournament.
She called this thing about toxic. 4 years and counting. Got you feeling like an option. Maybe I'm my own problem, babe. She tired of hearing I don't know. What's stubborn in me won't fall. Dealing with this thing called trust. But she really thinking about it. She wanna be free. Why am I in this woman way free?
Welcome back. The Los Angeles Lakers are the first ever NBA in-season tournament champions, beating the Pacers 123-109. How did you feel about the game?
About the game, I'll say more importantly than the game, about the Final Four, because I said I'm going to start locking in on the Final Four.
Yeah.
You got the Joker, you got Giannis, Joel Embiid, Luka, Steph Curry. CAMRON's coming back soon.
2 more games.
I think 2 more games.
Yep.
But until further notice, this is LeBron James's league.
Oh my goodness.
It is. It is.
OJ Simpson jet lag.
No, it's the facts. That's a fact, bro. That's why I named. I didn't say he was the best player right now at this moment. I said until further notice, this is LeBron James's league, bro.
I was gonna say this.
Nobody wants it more than LeBron James. Look, the Joker. To me, the Joker's the best player in the world right now. Just my personal opinion. A lot of people agree. A lot of people may disagree, but he go get drunk and high in the off season. Like that nigga go party and do all types of. LeBron is 24 hours, 7 days a week. Basketball and focused
And
on
I
being the
respect
best
that.
and being the best ambassador. Some people may not want it. I don't think the Joker wants what LeBron has. The Joker says it's way more important shit than basketball. Not only that, let's see if the Joker does what LeBron James is doing at 38, 39 years old. I didn't say he was the best player in the world. I said until further notice, it's his league. I picked Indiana to win this game. They did not win the game. And I'll get to a couple things before I let Murder go. But when we talked about this last week, we said, is this going to be the people saying it's time to pass the torch?
Yep.
Or is this going to be about the guys getting older saying this stays here? Zion had a chance. Brandon Ingram, they was talking about they was going to go party if they win. They got sent home early. We talked about the Pacers or the Lakers and the way Halliburton was playing. You know, Bruce Brown, championship experience. We said Obi Toppin, he came from New York. It wasn't a good thing. Not a good thing. They didn't leave on good terms. And what happened to me was they wasn't ready for the moment. I watched that game. LeBron James with this face on, start all this, brushing niggas off, and he was in foul trouble. Put the bat, Anthony, Davis looked great, considering it was against Miles Turner. Look, and look, I know niggas gonna get mad, but look, the day before the game, right?
Yeah.
This is the day before the game.
Yeah.
We went to a brunch. Miles Turner is in there. You know what he said?
What is that?
I'm trying to, I ain't give a fuck. I mean, shout out to Miles Turner, no disrespect. And your lovely wife, your girlfriend. Why y'all snapping on my outfit on the show? I didn't even remember we snapping on his outfit on the show. Yo, what we said, what Miles Turner about his outfit? Some shit.
When he had that outfit on, I remember that outfit. He was sitting on the sideline.
Whatever it was, that's what he was focusing on. So I gave him some revelations.
Looking
And
like
about
a bag of sass.
a bag of sass. Yeah, a bag of sass is crazy. So when he's saying this to me, I'm like, he asked Bob too, he's like, was my outfit really that bad? And they say, yeah. So he's like, all right, cool. And I'm sitting there saying to myself, all right, you can think about whatever you want when you see niggas. I dig it, but like, you got a game tomorrow. Like, I don't even know.
This shouldn't be your focus.
Yes, the outfit should not be your focus. And I don't know if you should be really like, go get some rest. And you know what happened? Anthony Davis, 41 points, because you're worrying about what we think about your outfit.
Yeah.
Look, if we say something about your outfit, then we see you. Think we gonna backtrack?
Yeah, that's what the nigga did to me in the airport. Say, yo, say that now. I'm thinking, say that now? What are you talking about? So I'm looking around. Nigga like, say what you said about Anthony Davis. I said, oh, this nigga talking about sports. I thought he wanted smoke. I forgot I was on TV talking about this.
Yeah, but no, all jokes aside, Miles Turner's a really
good
nice guy. But this is the shit he asked us in the brunch, and in my brain, I'm like, LeBron is not in here, and neither is nobody from the Lakers. LeBron had niggas probably resting up, getting ready to go, and it looked like that. And it looked like the moment was just too big for Indiana when I watched the game. I'm like, yo, LeBron wants this first championship. He wants it in it, because they already talk about, it's going to be another banner in the Staples Center. And I'm like...
I knew they were setting it up.
Yeah,
he got his 5th ring. He's there with Kobe now.
Yeah, and I seen a meme that night, and the meme said, LeBron won in-season tournament, Jordan 0. I said, here we go. Here we go.
Rich Paul, you the greatest. Rich Paul is the greatest.
I seen that shit.
I just put my hands up, concussion protocol.
I say, yo, this is amazing. But, watching LeBron's facial expressions pause, his body language pause, he wanted it more than everybody else. And he looked like the best player on the court throughout this tournament.
Yeah, I think what happened with Indiana, also, it's another element to sports when you're young or you're just young at anything in life. You don't understand, like Killer said, the moment. So what happens is you go into the moment underestimating the moment, like the moment is going to wait for you. But the moment is not. You're there for a specific time for a specific reason. And people do this a lot of times in every sport, whether it's boxing, they start fighting too late, and then they realize I could have won this fight if I would have stepped on the gas, or playing a football team and they're wondering, we could have won this championship if we would have been like this from the jump, and they got like that during the 4th quarter. So this is the same thing I saw with Indiana. They just really didn't understand how to prepare to be a champion. Like there's things that losers do that champions don't do. And that's why I talk about Title Town, because when you're a winner, it's just things you can't participate in because it lead to losing. And that's what Killer was talking about just now. So I wanted to give a educated oral false presentation of what he was actually
And I will say, I was actually at the game live. It honestly felt more like a Lakers home game, anyways. Like all the crowd is, let's go Lakers, LeBron MVP, like the whole game. So it's like they kind of had that camaraderie. But I will give a shout out to Anthony Davis. He actually did play phenomenal during the game, and he looked like he wanted to win.
Right?
Yeah. And then in addition, Austin Reeves killed it. You can tell the Lakers have definitely put a lot of confidence in him because rather than like being quick to throw the ball to LeBron, he's looking like, okay, I'm going to drive for the basket because LeBron's looking like, you better go take it all the way. Did. So shout out to Austin Reeves. Shout out to AD. Shout out to the Lakers for the win.
One thing to it, and not discrediting everything you said is straight, but Vegas, until they get a basketball team, is a Laker town anyway. Even I'll go to sports books and everything in Vegas, and they love the Lakers out here.
Facts. And it showed. Okay, last thing.
And what about Bruce Brown, though?
No, that's
Oh, okay.
Yeah, last thing before we end. Yeah, after the in-season tournament game, D'Angelo Russell sent a message to Pacers player Bruce Brown. He said he was talking shit all year. Yeah, talking shit all year. Got something to say? Show me on the court. Jokic ain't there next to you today. It's different. So thoughts on D'Angelo Russell's comment to Bruce Brown?
That's what I was about to say.
This is exactly what I'm talking about. This is exactly what I'm talking about.
Debo with you and you got 50 niggas with you, you're a different nigga.
But this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about, Murder. And you may have a different view on it, but my view is y'all still respect the Joker.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My thing is, you know damn well, so basically, I take that as an insult if I'm Anthony Davis personally, because it's like D'Angelo Russell saying, you know you ain't gonna do that
when you ain't got the Joker with you.
Yeah, but D'Angelo Russell basically saying he can't do that against the Joker. That's how I took it. I took it as, yeah, Bruce Brown, you talking shit because you got Miles Turner's son and you ain't got the Joker. But at the same time, at the other end of the sword, pause, you're basically saying, because I know he can't do that against the Joker.
Yeah.
That's how I took that statement.
That's crazy because, I mean, it's super disrespectful to Anthony Davis, and he should feel
saying.
that way.
Yeah, that's how I was looking at this shit. I'm saying, like, that's kind of disrespectful to Anthony Davis because your own teammate know that you can't do that to the Joker. It wasn't even about D'Angelo or Brucey B for me. It was more about the statement saying, damn, my own teammate don't even believe that I could get this done. So that's how I took it.
So in regards to the in-season tournament, LeBron James was awarded MVP. There is an argument that Anthony Davis should be it. I could see that as well. So what do you guys think?
No, because it wouldn't be no chance to get an MVP if LeBron didn't get niggas to the championship.
Nigga, Anthony Davis, he been missing all the whole beginning. Oh!
Shit.
That nigga right there is just him.
Hold on, Suki. Nah, he ain't. Oh, shit. Suki,
He ain't handle business.
No, what? Oh, this is wild. This is some wild shit. Yo, hold on. You lied me. You lied me. Yo, now, hold on. Now, listen. I was in a car with a girl who played your song, and when she put the song on, I was thinking that she was telling me to turn around so she could eat my ass, and it was just a whole shit. Shit was crazy. But I love Murder. You a foul nigga. You just lined me up. You just lined me up.
So you told her no?
Yeah, I told her no. Now listen, this shit crazy. This is wild. Because listen, this is what happens, Sue. I got my shit on. You take my plug out, and automatically, because at this time I was new to your song. Your shit, first of all, your shit is banging.
Thank you.
Super duper hot. I love the fur. I love the hair is on electric. But back to the story is, when she threw it on, she said, he eating my ass, he eating my ass. And, I might go down there once in a while.
Okay.
I didn't mind that. But then she said, turn around. So I'm like, why would you throw that on right then and there? So I thought she was being subliminal with me. That's all that happened. But the song is crazy.
But you don't know what you like, because you said you never did it before, right?
When I was a teenager,
Okay,
when I
you did it when you was a teenager.
Yeah, I just told me I was a
He
teenager.
said, no, Suki. He said he took his plug. He took the plug out. He took the plug out. What plug was he talking about?
Now you getting out of
What
line.
plug?
Now you out of line.
Wait, hold on. Okay, but what plug was you mean?
I said, oh, God. Word out of line. You're out of line now.
Bro, what? The Oxford.
I don't know. There's a lot of
Oh,
things
shit.
happening
Oh,
these
man,
days.
I
this
know
is
that's
crazy.
right.
Well, thank you for coming up here, man. We
I'm happy to
appreciate
be
it.
here.
That's what's up,
I
man.
love the show.
Oh, thank you so
Y'all be talking that
much.
shit. You be getting on these bitches' asses.
Yeah, I
And
mean-
my thing is, you don't give a fuck. Like, you said what you said.
Yeah. But see, the whole shit is, if I knew you was coming, I would have been locked up. Your nigga murder locked me. I didn't know that you would be up here. That's why it threw me off. So I don't want you to think I got my stories mixed up in all that.
I just want to know, like,
Sugi, let me ask you a question. Like, all jokes aside, so I got this friend of mine. He's a rapper, right? I don't want to say his name
This nigga here.
because people would know who he is, right?
mm-hmm.
He says he doesn't like that, like getting his cakes ate.
Okay.
He raps about it in all his songs. He even
Are you serious?
Yeah, he even said one time he was gonna bring a dude with him to get his cakes ate. wait. Yo, so
Oh,
I want to know if he brought his friends with him. Does he get like a group rate?
Who this nigga is?
I
Who
want to
is
see
this
his
Sucker,
name
man.
because everybody
Who
would
is
know
it?
who we
Nigga,
talking
Mase
about.
is a sucker, man. This is a
Who
wild
you
joke.
talking about? Is that supposed to be you?
Listen,
You said that in the song. I never heard that in no song.
me neither. That's
Yeah,
why I
I
never heard this shit.
Yeah.
I never heard this shit neither, man. While you here, can I ask you a couple questions that you
Yeah.
asked? Yo, so how'd you feel about when Delicious said some slick shit and then you told her, you got a lot of nerve, you fuck Flavor Flav.
I feel like, I ain't gonna lie. When Delicious, okay, so
Yeah.
before we get to Delicious, like, we all seen at the VMAs, you feel me? I like to pose how I like to pose. Who said I was like these bitches? I'm not like them. They might like to stand up. I feel like I'm fine. I'm going to pose how I like to pose. I'm going to talk how I like to talk and do what the fuck I want to do. So I end up going viral because I was doing a crybaby on the ground, which I looked the fuck good. Yeah. Delicious from Flavor of Love, she go online and she like, girl, get up off the floor, it's dirty. Like, bitch, ain't nobody tell you write that in the comments? What? Like, I feel like you acting like you was empowering a bitch, but I feel like she was really throwing shade. Like, the picture is done. I been did it. So what do you mean get up? I'm not there no more, bitch. So that's what I said. Like, you was fucking around with Flavor of Love or Flavor Flav. Who is you to judge anybody? You feel me? Like, I felt like she was judging a little bit. Then when I got on her ass when I said that and it went viral, it was just like, I ain't gonna lie, she did call me and I was like, who is this? She said her real name. I was like, who? And she was like, this Delicious girl. And she was just basically telling me like, she wasn't trying to be rude or nothing. But I was just like, yes, you was. You thought you had one right
So are you cool with her after she called or you like
I
still?
mean, it was never no issue with her. Like, you feel me?
Yeah.
I was very young when she was on TV, so I used to watch her, you know, and I like her, you know,
you
but
just end up defending yourself.
yeah, it was just like, who the fuck is you, girl? You was on Flavor of Love, chasing after that little dick that he got, his little black ass. I don't know if it's little.
Yeah.
But is it like, girl, it was all them bitches on there, and y'all was chasing after him. Like, do you really want to judge me for taking a picture on the floor at the? I was at the VMAs. I didn't see none of the Flavor of Love girls there.
Yeah.
Not saying that they wanted to be there, but who the fuck is y'all?
I just got in trouble for defending myself, so I dig it 100%. What do you feel about Mama D saying you're not a good representation for Black women?
How did she even say that? Mom,
Yes.
I ain't gonna lie, me and Mama D got into it
Yeah.
a lot of
Are y'all
times.
cool now?
Yeah, we cool, because
Alright.
she did apologize to me.
Well,
because
I
it was
how
just
you
like-
got into it though. Huh?
Right.
So, okay, randomly, she did an interview and she just brung me up. She was like, what's that girl name? Soki with the coochie. And then she was like, the black fat one. I was like, bitch, who is fat? Like, what you mean? What's fat, bitch? But this pussy and this asshole. I got real upset about that because Mama D don't even know I was a big fan of her. You feel me? Because
Right.
she an OG. She
Right.
been in the game. She been getting money and shit.
Yeah.
But so it hurt me in a different way because I'm like, first of all, I'm the only one that sing your song. So what are you talking about? So anyway, I run into her at Shea Baby Shower, and she said she wanted to holler at me, and it was like me and her got into an altercation, and I just got on her ass because this is like, why is you hating? Like, I'm mad young, and you feel me? If you wanted to give me a little advice, do that. But you not living how you supposed to be living. You sitting there causing trouble with everybody. Like, and what make me different than you? Bitch, you are on TV talking about how you pimp hoes, like you so pussy. I sing about mine. Like, niggas they never even fucked me before. I be fucking with the same niggas. Like, what the fuck? So how do you judge me?
Are you still fucking with the same nigga you put his wax on and your feet
No,
on?
I'm not
and
fucking with him. First of all, he's in jail and he's engaged. So he's in jail and he's in love. So that God bless his soul. But I don't fuck with him no more.
Got you. No, that's the first time I seen you. I said, oh, this bitch put a foot on
it.
nigga. Okay, got you. Do Plan Bs taste like jelly beans?
I felt like, okay, I did. First of all, I feel like with that situation, okay, everybody had took a Plan B. I haven't took a Plan B in about 5 years. So, okay, I just took my birth control out. So, you feel me? I wanted to take one at that time. So, my thing is, bitches take them every day. Is I'm judging them? Is I'm judging all these hoes?
That's right.
Like, these bitches be getting fucked by different niggas during out the week.
Right.
These bitches is nasty.
Right.
They try to judge me because I took a Plan B after I just said, bitch, I was on birth control. Let me just go ahead and take this. I'm a funny bitch, okay?
Right.
I act like it tastes like a jelly bean. Everybody mad. What the fuck about y'all hoes? Y'all be letting niggas nut in y'all all the time, different niggas, and going to the next nigga and don't even know what you got. And they don't be getting no pap smears. These bitches is nasty for real.
Talk about it.
They is, and they always trying to judge me because I'm just, you feel me? I just tell the truth. Like, I'm just an honest girl, so what the fuck? Everybody took a Plan B before, bitch.
I look, yo. That's my nigga right there, B. How does Suki with the good coochie come about?
You talking about my name or how I just came out?
Like your name, the whole thing.
I mean, I feel like, well, I just got famous, you know, but you feel me? Like I came from doing like hair in the hair salon with the hair school and shit, you know. I just feel like I hustle, you know, I use my personality to get where I'm at right now. And as far as like Suki with the good coochie, niggas named me that. I'm not self-proclaimed.
Oh, niggas named you
I'm
that.
not self-proclaimed. I never named myself
I'm not
that.
self-proclaimed,
I'm
nigga.
not,
Be
like,
clear,
I'm not.
nigga.
What city you got that from?
It was a few cities, shit. Like, y'all just, if you do your little research on me, put my name in maybe on Google, and you see, you know, past relationships I've been in, and you just see how niggas carry on about me, how they act about me, you'll be like, yeah, you can see how I walk. What's up with me? Shit, I ain't gotta say it. Niggas know.
There we
So
go.
I'm not finna fuck everybody just for everybody find out. But shit, the ones that I have, they speak very, very, very good about me.
All right, look, Sue. Thank you for coming. I don't know what this nigga talking about plugs and all that. But
he said you said it in a song.
No, I didn't say that. He said it, right?
No, you said that.
No, he said he pulled
a plug.
He did say pull a plug out.
Yeah, no, plug. Maybe
Bob, wait, you cap. What did he say, Bob?
Cap.
He did say
you know
pull the
when
plug.
I'm at the aux court.
No, I know. It was just a funny moment.
Well, listen, man. Sue, thanks for coming through. We appreciate you, and we love you.
I love y'all too. Thank y'all for having me.
Cool.
Yes. Thanks, Suki, for being here. That's all the time we have for today. Thanks for watching. And as always, it is what it is.
Two big necks, like when they doing them 2 for